Okay, good evening. How are y'all doing tonight? Our 7K gathering of the eagles, so you can soar like eagles.
All right.
Which one is this? This is 7kmetals, and our regular Tuesday night meeting. I'm doing a series of trainings for y'all. I'm posting up on YouTube. This is going to be for duplicatability too, because you may sponsor someone in California or New York, Michigan, and you'll be able to use these YouTube trainings and they'll have access for them anywhere around the world. It's a series of trainings, and you know, I've got one up there. That's the very basic, what do you do, your job description, and also one on placement and an advanced placement strategy. How do you place people in your organization, and how do you make money? And you want those things duplicated to really build a large organization. And we're still in pre-launch. The company isn't going to launch until 29th of July, officially launch. And I think we have about somewhere between 3,000 and 3,500 people in the business right now. That's pretty significant, because what I know about network marketing is when you get about 5,000 people in a business, individuals, people, like you and me, there's something magic that happens to a network marketing company. Because you can just imagine the power of duplication. And so if you got 5,000 individuals, and if that whole month, if only half of them average one new person they're bringing in the business, that's 2,500 people. Then you got 7,500 the next month. Or what if they only average one the whole next 6 months? The company size doubles in 6 months. And then the company size doubles in 6 months. That's 10,000. It's 10,000 people now. 20,000 people. There's a thing called momentum that happens. So all these trainings are going to be applicable. It doesn't matter if this is 5 years into the business or right now. So your people are going to be able to use them and use this training. Today, you know, I give you your job description of 5 things that we all require to be successful in this business. And that's what? Your commitment number 1, 5 to 10 hours out of your life a week. Now, if you want to commit more and you have time to commit more, that's great. You're just going to reach success sooner and faster. And that's a super thing to happen to you. And if you've got that to devote more time into it, you will succeed faster. Okay? But it takes 1 full year to learn. Now, why does it take 1 full year to learn? Because you've got to learn the skills, attitudes, and techniques, and you've got to internalize them, and then you've got to be able to apply them. And that's that application is what makes you successful. Plus, it takes you a full year really to get that belief in yourself. I need no help in belief factor. If you had the belief that I have, even with your 5 to 10 hours a week, you would be making a check every week. Okay? If you had the belief that I have. Because the first time I got into network marketing, I had that belief. And my belief factor overcame everybody's objections. Because I heard no objection. It went in right here and right out that ear, and why don't you do my business with me? That's all they ever heard out of me. Okay? And did I let up on them if they told me no? No, I was back at them the next day. Gotta get it in business with me. See, because I had belief factor. So belief is really important. So it's that 5 to 10 hours commitment, and it is 1 year to learn, 2 years to earn. So you're going to earn while you learn, even in that 1 year, and then 3 to 5 years to build a huge business. So your timing factor is right with the growth of the company, that you can really maximize your opportunity, even if you're, let's say you're retired and you're just treating this as, hey, it's a second income source. I'm having fun. Why not do it? It's gold and silver, and I get to buy it at cost. And you know, a lot of people are doing it that way. And that's okay. But they have an opportunity to catch an extra 1,000 or 2,000 or more a month for the rest of their life in retirement. Who couldn't use an extra 1,000 or 2,000 a month in retirement? And if you're not already retired, this is your opportunity to really build a retirement income. Grow with the company, develop a retirement income. And so you have to get so committed and so convinced that you can't be distracted by all these other opportunities that come around, or all these other things that look good. Because nothing is as good as gold and silver. It's real. You know, in my basic training, I talked a lot about cryptocurrencies, didn't I? And Bitcoin. Because it goes up, it goes down. I didn't recommend you buy it. I didn't tell you not to buy it. But I looked at crypto coins as like it's an investment. Okay? That's totally different. And I'll tell you one other secret that I have. And this is what just, I'm so disappointed in so many people that I know that swallow this stuff hook, line, and sinker, because they really haven't ever done an MBA case study on network marketing. And I am going to talk a little bit about cryptocurrencies, because that's going to me, that's going to be one of your biggest competitors out there. Stealing people away, getting them to think that's the magic, because all the money's made. Well, if you ever been in the stock market, you heard of pump and dump, pump and dump. Well, that's how all the average people like you and me lose everything you got in the stock market, because all the people on the inside are pumping this because it's growing like wild, and then they dump before you have an opportunity. When you go to sell, you can't sell. And you just keep trying to sell, but nobody wants to buy. Everybody's selling. Well, cryptocurrencies are not going to work until a bank accepts them as dollars. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, and if y'all got these things like me, y'all put them on silent so it doesn't kind of interrupt us, our training here. See if I got mine on solid. Well, I'll break the rule here. Okay, so 5 to 10 hours out of your life a week, okay? And then the next thing you do is what? Make a list. Make a list of what? I asked you to make a list of 50 people. On the company website in your back office, you've got lists already prepared for you. They're blank. All you have to do is start filling them in, and it's a list of 100 people and your top 25. That's the list. I mean, that's what we're going to get to tonight, the how-to. And I'm going to tell you things I'm going to tell you are not there. And so that's what we're going to do, is fill in some holes here. The next thing you need to do is what? Spend about half an hour to an hour a week out of that 5 to 10 hours in a meeting just like this. 1 hour. A training session, opportunity call. You pick your opportunity call, so you're listening. And you say, well, gee whiz, most of the time they're saying the same thing over and over and over, and I've heard it over and over and over. Well, that's how you believe. That's how you build your belief factor up. That's also how you build your presentation skills. Because until you can present it the same over and over and over and over again without a hiccup, you need help, so you need to hear it. over and over and over and over again until you can do it extremely well. That's number 3. Number 4, you spend about a half an hour to an hour on your website, looking at everything on the website, reading the website, correct?
Yes.
And then number 5, that's the building of the business. That is going and making 5 days a week, 5 exposures of your business. Now, those 5 exposures should take you no longer than 30 minutes. That's not presenting the opportunity. That's an exposure. Either you send in an email, posting it on a Facebook, having an encounter doing the coin drop. Y'all remember the coin drop? Everybody needs to remember that. Put a silver coin in their hand and ask them a few questions. And I've got the script, and it's written and it's provided for you. So all you have to do is learn it, have some fun, and then give them your card, right? And tell them to go to the website and explain. That's an exposure. That doesn't mean people are going to join your business. So it's kind of like the old marketing in any traditional marketing, or you sit down and you address 5 postcards, send the postcards out. I don't care what you do, but you make 5 exposures a day. And you should be doing it from your list, by the way. Okay? Now, you need to make a minimum of 3 presentations a week. Belly button to belly button, eyeball to eyeball. That's where you sit down and watch the presentation, the overview video, or my presentation with the overview video in it. And that's where the person you know, and you're working off the list. That's where your time is. It's going to take you about an hour to do each one of those. So that's about 3 hours. So now you see where the 5 to 10 hours comes from. Okay, I'm going to give you another little thing. George Donaldson talked to me today, and this is just another conversational thing that we'll use in the rest of part of the training. George, come on up, get your tools out,
I got it.
and let's do. Go ahead.
Well,
And you just do it.
every network marketing company has an auto ship. 7kmetals has the greatest auto ship program in the world. Here's why. Everybody's saving these things. And this is just paper money that never holds its purchasing power. And what 7kmetals does is they allow you to swap this paper that just keeps going down in value for money that's been money for thousands of years, real money. It holds its purchasing power. So again, we're swapping money that doesn't hold its purchasing power for real money that holds its purchasing power. Now, who wouldn't want to do that?
Absolutely. Thank you, George. And that was a $100 bill in hand. And so you got 2 new tools and another prop. You got the coin drop, and then you got the little discussion to why you sign up for the coin of the month, right? Which is part of it. And that's a powerful little presentation. Now, I don't even need to provide you the script because it's right here on this video, so you can click, you go back and forth till you learn it real good, and then you can present it to somebody. Okay, so let's get down to the nitty gritty. When you build your list, and everybody said, "Oh man, Bob, I can't write 100 people." Well, let me tell you, everybody disagrees with you. Even Reader Digest says that a person, by the time they reach the age of 21, can recall and write a list of at least 500 people. Hey, we've been around here a lot longer than most 21 years older, so we've met a lot more people. See, it's just doing it. Now, here's what I'm going to concentrate on list tonight. How many of you already have physically? I mean, you've done it, you fill out the form, you've got a list of 100 names, addresses, telephone numbers, email addresses. How many of you physically have that right now? Okay, everybody that doesn't, you haven't completed your homework assignment. Okay? Now, How many of you got that top 25 list already filled out? All of them, emails, telephone numbers, addresses, and everything. How many of you got that? Okay. Now, what we're going to do, everybody that doesn't have that needs to get to work on that right now. And you need to work on that every day, a little bit. Every time somebody comes to your mind, do not say, I'm going to remember and put it on there. Write it down then, because trust me, you will get a flyaway, and then you'll spend more time trying to remember it than getting another name to put on there. Okay? Now, once you get your list together, I want you to take and segregate that list. Yep. You're going to segregate the list. You're going to put everybody that lives, and you're going to take that. And by the way, if you take your list and you fill it out on a form to help y'all build the list, you can, nearly everybody have these things. And everybody has a computer or something. And it's called contact lists. Well, import them into your list. It does a lot for you. And if you don't know how to do that, then find somebody to tell you how to do it, and then just import them into your list. Okay? Now, do not go purchasing lists. You're going to see a lot of people trying to sell you lists. They're worthless. You're wasting your money. Don't do it. And they sell the same list to everybody, and so you're competing with everybody. And then they got your name to put on a list, and you're going to get harassed to death. Okay? Don't buy lists. And don't get any of these telephone numbers that'll tell you, oh, just by a number I can teach you how, and then they're selling numbers. And how many of you bugged to death right now by phone calls? And if you press 3 or 9, they'll take you off the list forever, and they lie. You just call by another number. Okay? It's a rotating number, and it comes out of India and Bangladesh and China. Okay? So forget all that stuff. This is how you build network marketing, the way I'm going to teach you, and that's how you can build a large organization or a sustainable organization. None of that can you build a sustainable organization with. Okay? And you build it from your list. Not anybody else's list. Your list. Okay? So, let's take that list. You take your top 25 because you need to be making 3 presentations a week. Okay? And so what do we do with our top 25? We take and put everybody that lives within a 30-mile radius from your home. Draw a circle. Put everybody on that list. Put that over there. That's your first concentrating work list. Okay? Everybody that lives outside of that 30-mile radius, that they're on your email list, your postcard list, your telephone list, your FaceTime list, your Skype list. That's all one list. Okay? That's how you're going to contact those people. Now, so you separate your list, and then you start to work on your list. Do a little bit every day. You should at least be sending out 5 emails every day, or 5 posts about your opportunity with a link here. And it's okay. Once you go through your whole list, start back over again, send them the same thing again. Once you go through the whole list, start back over, do it all again. Because see, I just had a person this past week that I've been contacting since the very first night after we left here, and just joined last week. Okay? They just deleted all my emails, didn't even look at it, and admitted that that's what they did. Okay? But that's okay. So you want to take that list. Now, when you are going belly button to belly button, look, you know these people. They know you. And so just sit down there, go have a cup of coffee with them. Take your iPad, your iPhone. Everybody's got an iPhone. Everybody's got a tablet or something. You know, first thing you do when you get there, hello, how you doing? Have a little greet, have a little talk, and then ask them if they got Wi-Fi. That way, it's pretty easy. You don't have to worry about reception or anything else. They got Wi-Fi. It speeds right through it. If they do, get on their Wi-Fi, you know. And then once you've got that done, go ahead and have the coffee and then say, Woodrow, look, I got something really serious to ask you. If I found something that really helped me out a lot, and it could help you, would you want me to keep it a secret, or would you want me to tell you about it? Or if I kept it a secret and you found out about it later, would you get mad at me or not? So I can keep it a secret. It's okay. Huh? And I'm going to tell you, there are many people, curiosity just gets everybody. They all want to know at least what you're doing. And you say, hey, look, just watch my video with me. Just sit here, let's have a cup of coffee, and you watch this, and then let's talk after the video. Okay, let's just watch it all the way through. Bear, press play, sit there, and do nothing else. Okay? Now that's the way to do it for people who, let's say, in your position right now. If you are sold out about this opportunity, if you're like me, I don't show it to them that way. I go in there and I say, you got to watch this thing with me. You got to get in this thing with me. You're crazy if you don't. See, I have posture. Huh, baby? Do you ever see me present it? I don't care what they think. I tell them they're crazy ahead of time if they don't get in with me, before I ever show them the video. Okay? It doesn't matter to me. You know what, Cynthia? To me, they are crazy. Either they love paying taxes to the tax man, or they don't want gold and silver and they're going to be broke, and I can't help them when they do, because I'll tell them, remember I told you should own some gold and silver and you could have brought it at cost with my company. Right? Because like George says, that paper money loses its value every day. Okay? So, see, my challenge to you tonight is to work your list. That's what I know that everybody who starts network marketing, they don't do. They just kind of do it in their mind, but they don't really work the list. Because the key to network marketing is to find you two. What's Mike? It's Mike, right?
Yes, sir.
Mike, what's our main job right here to find? What are we trying to do as we just get started? And we are looking for what?
People who are willing to join.
We're looking for what? Now we're going to find a lot of people willing to join. We really are. We're looking for two serious people like who? Like me. No. See, the answer is like me. Your answer is, I'm looking for two serious people like me, who are willing to do what it takes. I will do today what others won't, so I can have tomorrow what others can't. That's the key right there. That's the key. And so that's what you want to do. And then you teach them how to do the same thing. Duplicatability. So if you do find two like you, those checks are going to start rolling in. They really will. See, I know that's a fact. You don't know it yet because it isn't happening. Now, I know I've got some serious people. I just need some more serious people on my other side, and I'm looking. I keep looking. Okay? And that's what you're doing. But we remember, we've got some time to do this. Okay? Your income, everybody would like to have $1,000 every week out of this business? the way it comes. Your income is in direct proportion to your exposures. Because that needs to be duplicated too. And I've taught you how to expose. Making the list, working the list, and keep doing it over and over and over and over. Now, here's the next thing that you're going to do. You never quit adding to your list. You also have one more job that I add once you get started, after you get what I call engaged in your learning Millionaires 101. Every week you should be adding 3 names to your list. You're out and about, you're meeting people. Every time you meet somebody, put their name on the list. Doesn't mean you maybe you didn't get to prospect them, maybe you didn't get to talk to them. It doesn't matter. Put their name on the list. Then, when you learn some of the other prospecting techniques in the skills, attitudes, and techniques, you'll say, "Hey, Jim, it was pleasant meeting you last week. By the way, you may be interested in what I am doing or taking a look at what I'm doing." Send them a link. Bingo. There. Now you've got 3 new people that's adding to your list every week. 3 times 52 is what? 156. If you do these simple things that I'm telling you right now, you will succeed in network marketing beyond your imagination. You just have to do it. Just do it. Trying to